That's what happens when you're house-sitting puppies. Sometimes they get into things that they shouldn't. Alright, so, of course, movement is WASD, or you can go into the settings and change it. Talk to somebody's F. Time for your nap, Grandpa. And of course he gives you some new armor and weapons. Because you can't really go on using the ults to the starter gear. You actually can build this ship. And my wife has the galleon, I've got the lute song. They have what's known as a infamy system in the game, where if you commit crimes, you get infamy points. Once you get 50, you're wanted, and if you get killed, you go to jail. You'll get a trial where other players will sit on your jury and decide if you're guilty or innocent. If you're innocent, you get your infamy points reduced. If you're guilty, you go to jail for a certain amount of time and keep your infamy points. Well, if you get enough infamy points, I don't remember if it's 2,000 or 5,000, you will actually become a pirate, where people of your own faction your starting faction can kill you, so you end up having to go to Pirate Island. That's the only safe place for you, and that's not even safe because, well, everybody likes to go there. These are the gliders. They've got a 3-minute timer. Depending upon the glider, they also have different abilities. The gliders that they were on have a somersault feature where you can somersault to the right or to the left. Just like the basic upgraded glider. Alright. That's how you dash. Now you get your first taste of siege warfare.
mission. Oh, Beauty, I failed you.
Captain, stay with me.
I'm fine. Listen carefully. Plenty of time left. Far more time than I've got. Arrow or no arrow. Train hard. Then come back someday. Gloria can be reclaimed, but you have to be ready. Today I wasn't.
How would I know if I was ready?
Time will come, and you will know. Oh, gods! Blessed Nui, is today the day I see your face? So familiar. Let's get you out of here. I have the strangest feeling your patron was right. You do have potential. My job is to make sure you see it through.
Dream? It felt so real. Think of it as a vision of the past and an illusion of the future. That's just a fraction of what the magic on Aurora is capable of. And that magic will find you whether you want it or not. All magic, evil as well as good. Be wary.
Sorry, I'm chuckling. It's just the area where that house was. Wrong continent for fearing. For me, I think it's funny.
My muscles ache as if that battle really happened. But it had to be a dream, some kind of anxiety dream brought on by my coming-of-age ceremony. Maybe that's why it was so vivid.
Hey! Are you awake up there? The time for catnaps is over.
She's right. One thing at a time. First up, my Bajan trials.
Alright, so first things first. You're going to go into your options menu, shortcuts, and add a couple more shortcut bars. Whether you want to add the fourth one or not is up to you. I've been able to get by with just the 3. Then of course you'll have to go back into your options down here and assign values to those shortcut bars. Click on it and assign your value. Now you can make these anything you want. If you're not sure what keybinds are already set up by the game, you can just come up here to the game keybinds and check and see. It'll tell you. try that. I'm going to move things around a little bit. Actually, I'm going to move this here. Basically, if you have a loot equipped and you hit this, it heals for HP. If you have a flute, it heals for MP, magic points. The red one, the red potion is for hit points, which is their health. And then the blue one is for the blue, which is your mana. You get an accomplishment for doing that. Some people like to use that kick skill, especially if you're doing PvP. Now, for me, I like to do the achievements. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, that should do that for that. One more time to be on the safe side. Double tap for your skill there. Alright, one more achievement here. Stick it with a pointy end. For 10 shots with the arrow, you get Gilda stars, which are what you use to buy your home, upgrade your glider. Used to be silver to upgrade the glider. I'm not too happy about that. You want to view your achievements, you hit V, and bring that up, stick them with the pointy end, dastardly plan, aerodynamics, heartbeat, mind's edge. Now, by using 10 of these, you'll get another achievement. They've also got achievements over here based on your level, separated by that way. Now you saw there was that one achievement for using labor. Labor is, in this game, anytime you're crafting anything or opening things, 9 times out of 10 you're using labor. Like if you wanted to harvest these carrots, it's going to cost you labor. That cost me 1 labor point. Now, as a free-to-play player, you're going to only have 2,000 labor. If you are a patron, if you're paying to play the game, then you are going to have 5,000 labor. More labor is always better. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is an exploration achievement, which is why I'm running in here. Now, in this game, you're going to get all sorts of different exploration achievements, plus you also get exploration proficiency. Now, when it comes to proficiencies, there are a bunch of different proficiencies, and based on the proficiencies that you have, you'll be able to do different things better and make more money at them. Alchemy, cooking, handicrafts, printing, metalwork, that's for like, if you become a miner, mining's one, and you work on that metal, smelting it into bars, that's metalwork. And there's machining, masonry, tailoring, leatherwork, carpentry, weaponry, construction, artistry, larceny. Larceny is opening up coin purses and stuff that monsters drop, mobs drop. Exploration, that's finding new things, like walking in here. I'll end up getting a few more of those along the way, as you'll notice. I'll point them out as I get them. At this part of the game, I can't overachieve, which basically would be doing more than the quest asks for. that is the Battle Rage's first spammable skill, Triple Slash. It's a good skill. The next skill you unlock is another good skill that combos with it. Alright, so that's all the ones I need. Now, when I was talking about overachievement, that would be if it's asking for 3, then you end up killing 5. And you actually get more XP when you turn it in. You've got a lot of little cinematics like this, especially when you're doing the storyline quest. These things grow up to be mounts. Big guys over here in the background. We'll actually raise one once we get to around level 10. And, oh gee, look, more carrots. Sorry, there's a dog under my desk and one of the puppies messing with her. Hey, chill. And picking more carrots, because you actually get a achievement for using 10 labor and I believe 50 labor. That screen that just popped up on the screen there about the Ionid merchant. Ionid is one of the highest level types of equipment that you can get in this game. The next best is Hiram. Got all sorts of different merchants here. Handicrafting, blacksmith, weapon merchant, seed and saplings, vocation badges. Now whenever you farm or gather, or there are also certain quests that you can do, you'll get what are known as vocation points. If you watch the thing over here, acquired 1 vocation badge, so I've got 6 altogether. Now what happens is, open up the character window, there's a vocation shop, where you can actually buy all sorts of different stuff, including different trees and seeds and all sorts of different plants that you can plant on your farm. If you're a patron, then you'll be able to have a farm and put all this stuff down on it and grow it without having to worry about anybody stealing it. If you're playing free to play, well, there are public farms that you can try to use, or if you join a guild, there might be a guild farm if that's what you want to do. This is part of the starting pack that you get. It's all good stuff. I want to make sure I keep this one on me, because if I hit that before I have to fall off of a tall cliff, that'll help. It decreases your fall damage. That's the 2 racials for the fear, and cat-like reflexes, which negates fall damage for 5 minutes, and sharp, strong claws, which allows you to climb 50% quicker and increases your move speed by 10% during a dash for 5 minutes. Pretty good. You'll also notice over here there's the honor points, and there's an honor points store. That's all good stuff there. Here is the leadership, and then if I were to break the law, commit a crime, there would also be a thing here for infamy points. I don't have any right now, so it doesn't show up. Now, You can buy expansion scrolls to expand your inventory and your storage. So you'll be able to carry more and store more in your storage. I'll show you where the storage is here in almost there. I'm going to hold on to these carrots for when I get my donkey and start doing trade runs. To quickly agree to those quests, you just hit G. So now we got to run down here and kill a few things and pick a few things. Now mock to automatically run, blah blah blah. Alright, so the glowy thing here, I gotta pick. And there just happens to be some carrots there too. Yay! Gotta get 3 of these and then kill 3 of the mandragores over there. Alright. Now you can kite these guys, or you can just go in for the attack, your choice. Just leveled up to level 3, so I get another skill point, so come over here to combat and get charge. So I'll switch that to there. Alright, need to kill 1 more of these guys. Now I use my charge and attack. If it hadn't killed him, it would have tripped him. There's my 10 labor. And I also got 1 for reaching level 5. Using dash uses your mana, so just a reminder, if you're going to get into a fight, best not to use the dash. Alright, so this is a memory tome. That's what this blue book is. Every time you come across one of these, it can do there. Now if I were to actually hit F, this right here is your recall. Your recall will be set to whichever one of these books you walk up to and hit F in front of. This is your storage guy. He's going to usually be in every town you come to, and there's almost always one of these right next to him, your mailbox.
As the sun clawed its way above the horizon, it brought with it the dawn of your pageant triumphs. This coming-of-age ceremony had been practiced by the Firden since ancient times.
If you don't want to watch these, hit
Elements
escape.
wind, water, fire, and Bajan trials meant receiving each element's blessing as a mature adult woman.
Alright, so you see this stone right here, the wind stone? If you walk up close to it and then hit F, you get a boost. Each of the different starting areas have different ones. So that's the one for the Firan starting area. Alright, so somebody's killing the ones over there, so I'll come over here and kill the ones on this side. Alright. Now these quests you usually can't overachieve, because once you actually get the number that it says, they're auto-completed. Now sometimes you noticed I just got a unidentified weapon. In the early stages, that's a good thing, because they're usually much better than the weapons you have equipped, but they're usually like level 6, so yeah, it's a nice dagger. Much higher damage than what I'm wearing. But like I said, level 6. And once again, it auto-completed right away. Excuse me 1 second, guys. Gotta go AFK. Sorry about that, guys. As I said earlier, I'm babysitting a neighbor's pup. Alright, so your main quest isn't actually going to take you to do your Bajan trials. So you know where they are. Come down the road past those earth elementals. Right before the branch in the road that goes where the main quest is taking you, you want to come right over here to these vines. Pop this, hit F, and boom, up you go. Basically, this is a hidden quest. But if you don't do it now, if you get to too high of a level, you won't be able to do it. It's a very low level quest. Now, once you get to this point, you can either walk up here to this stone and use it, or oh, one other good thing about this area is these guys. Mining node. If you just want stone, you go ahead and do this. If you're lucky, it'll turn into another type of node where you'll actually get metal from it. Otherwise, you're just going to get raw stone, which you will need once you start building your house and other things. But if you come up here, there are a bunch of these, and not everybody goes to them. Now it became a Fortuna vein, which gives you a chance to get either iron, silver, copper, or gold. And this one gave me copper and iron. 3 pieces of copper, 3 pieces of iron ore, and I got a Gilda star. Looks like I achieved something there. Yep, used 50 labor. Alright. Now the quick way to do this would be to use this teleport stone. Or you can climb up that thing right there. I'm going to use the teleport stone. Walk right up to this totem. Hit it. Once it appears, hit tab and attack. I got another skill point, but I don't have anything I can use it for yet. When you killed that thing, you got the windstone rune. As you can see, there's some more stone that you could mine. You can either use the teleport stone here, or come past these 2 stone piles, climb up these rocks, and you got more stuff to mine. Here's the other teleport stone to the next area, and here is the next test of the Beijing trial. You have the Water Guardian. And now I've got the Mist Rune Talisman. Alright, so you can either go back there, jump back down and climb up that vine right there, or use this teleport stone. And boom. More stone to mine. Right there. Right there. Walk up to this guy. Every time I've come up here, this has been there, but... As you can see, there's more stone, more stone. So you could actually get quite a bit of stone up here. Really get stoned. Sorry. And that was the last of the elementals. Some more stone. Turn him in. What are you doing here? Everyone's looking for you. Wait, aren't those the Beijing talismans? I don't know what happened down there. Basically, you're supposed to do this after the next part of the main quest, but I always do it before. Because it's actually before where the main quest sends you. Alright, so you're back down here at the bottom. If you want to go back up and mine some more, just go right back up there again. Otherwise, let's go back over here to the main quest again. We're working on my quest for 5 of those. Now, one good thing about this is you don't need a special tool to harvest most of the stuff in the wild. Like this tree over here, if I want to chop it down, I just walk up to it and chop it down. I don't need an axe. Just like when I was mining, you don't actually... Oh, this is cool. You can actually climb up the tree if you want to. Gives you a nice view around or whatever, but logs are important. Alright. So we're going to head on up the mountain here. If you see things growing wild, even if you don't need it at the time, go ahead and grab it. It's free. And eventually you can find a use for it, or you can just sell it. It's up to you. Alright, got the Wind Rune Talisman. Only need to kill one of those guys to get that. I mean, if you wanted to, you could kill every single one of them on the way through here. Another movie.
Only a tribe's Mara could decide which Fearden were ready to attempt the pageant trials. Failing the trial was akin to spitting on this gift, then burying it. Scat.
Alright, like I said, if you don't want to watch the little movies, then just hit escape. Alright, so my next quest is to kill this guy. Now, if you want to kill his followers, you're more than welcome to do so, but you don't have to. They're orange, so they'll only attack you if you attack them first. Now, if you walk up these stones here, boom, exploration achievement. Plus, it's a pretty cool spot to glide off of once you have a glider that works. The last couple times I did this with new characters, I realized that the glider that I'm about to get for the quest doesn't work.
As nomads, Fearden are intimately connected.
Level 6, so if I want to, I can go ahead and equip this dagger now, because it does do more damage than what I've got. Now this glider is supposed to work. It's got a 10-minute timer, it's only for this quest. You should be able to run over here, hit your glide button, and glide off of the rocks here. But as you can see, nothing. Right click it in the quest window, nothing. Double jump, nothing. So use the teleport stone. That's Lily telling the pups to leave her the heck alone. Alright, so now that that's done, we're going to run over here and talk to these guys. Oh, before I forget, this is where your login tracker is. Also, there are the daily contracts that as you level up, you'll be able to unlock them. Some of them require different things like a blue salt hammer, an even stone, 5 Gilda stars, 50 Gilda stars, which sucks because that's how much it costs to get a basic farm, and a specialization snowflake. Last time I checked, those were 200 gold, so that's expensive. But by doing these, you get new ones every day. You get Gilda stars and gold. And you have 3 chances to change it. If you don't like the quest you get, then you can change it to something else. Another movie. Basically, I'm trouble now for killing that guy. Even though didn't really have any option once the fight started. Now, if you want to, you can actually end up dual wielding instead of sword and board. So, as you can see, it works pretty good. Now, this quest, you can either finish it by killing the mobs here or by collecting those boxes laying on the ground over there. See the one that's shiny? The pillaged cargo, you can get that back, or you can kill these guys. Your choice. But know that the residents are extremely easy to kill. They're red mobs, so they won't attack unless they are actually attacked. Alright, so that's complete. I can't overachieve it yet. Let's run down here. Now if you want to, you can run through here and kill all the mobs here as many times as you want. They'll respawn. Dum 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 dum. Alright, let's see what I got here. Shadow Blade weapon. And another dagger. So what we'll do is swap this out for that dagger. And now I've got two weapons that do 43.8 DPS over the 17.4 DPS. Now, you saw I had that one crate that I opened up. Those require a little bit more labor than the regular. Purses do. Alright, so the apple tree, somebody's already harvested the apples, so right now your only option is to chop down the tree. Which you could do to harvest the wood. But because it is a plant that grows fruit, I usually don't harvest them. I usually don't chop them down. Unless I really want to be a jerk, I'll leave them there until they die. Which means that whenever the fruit's ready, every 8 hours or so, depending upon the plant, you can come back and get more apples. So, I'm going to go with archery. Go ahead and get these two. So we'll get rid of that one. replace it with the endless arrows. Charged bolt. You want to start with the charged bolt, then endless arrows, which is a spammable skill depending upon how high or how low your ping is, will determine how quickly you actually shoot your arrows, which I'll show you in a second here once I get to the next quest. Like I said, if you wanted to, you could go through here and kill all the mobs. Alright, so these slimes over here to the left are what I'm going to be killing next, once I get the quest. Alright, so I'm going to target this guy, charged bolt, endless arrows. You see, I've got a pretty good speed on them. The speed all depends upon your ping. You just hit them with the arrows, hold down the key, and hit Q or E, depending upon which way you want to go. Now I've actually unlocked where you can either complete them early or overachieve them. So, of course, I'm going to overachieve. The more XP I get, the sooner I can level up. Alright, so that's extra progress. So, kill one more of these guys. And as you can see now it says overachieved. So come back here. Now anything that's orange you can attack. Anything that's red will attack you. Alright, these are the newies. You can resurrect your pets, resurrect yourself, or if you get killed in the lower levels, you're going to lose some XP. So when you're resurrected, hit G, you'll pray, get your lost XP back. You want to change your skills, you hit the F button, that'll bring up the choice of the different skill trees. When you get 3 of them, that's when you actually have a class. Say you want to play as a paladin, so then you choose Battle Rage, Defense, and Vitalism. Make sure I get the book. Got the book. Gonna set my recall. Alright, so I got the new weapons here. Now remember I told you that killing those mobs for the weapons they drop is a good thing? These are the quest rewards, okay? You'll notice that the sword that they give me does less damage than the ones that drop from the mobs. The dual hander, the staff, still does less. The Nodachi, which is another dual hander, still does less. Now if you want to go for magic, then you're going to use the staff. If you want to go one-hander, then you use the sword and a shield. If you want to go two-hander, you use the Nodachi. What I'm going to do is sell that crap. Alright, so head on down this way. Up over there, you'll notice a house. That is a player house. There are a few different housing zones all throughout the world. I'll show you a bigger one here in a little bit. Oh, there's an apple tree with apples on it. If you come up to a plant that has fruits or whatever on it, you can either gather from it or chop it down. Apples, they're used in a couple different trade packs that you can make, so it's always a good one to have. Or you can always just turn it into orchard puree, which is also used in different trade packs. Alright, 2 different quests here. Grab my windstone and run. I remember that you got a quest from that guy back there, so you'll have to go back to him and get that quest. Turned in. Alright, so right, 2 more. So I'll wait, I'm gonna kill a few more on the other side of the lake. Oh, one good thing. See the duckies? Or geese, sorry. You'll notice that certain things grow wild in the wild. Well, with these guys, you can either feed them or you can slaughter them. You slaughter them, you're gonna get the goose meat, which isn't a bad thing. Another movie, blah blah blah. So that other quest I just turned in, we got some more weapons and stuff. We get our bow, which of course we want to upgrade because we're using archery. There's a shield. There is a lute, which we're going to replace the lute that we have. And then there is a great club. So if you're a healer, you want to use the great club because that's where your healing power comes from. So if you're into vitalism, that's what you use as a healer. It's great clubs and
The great
clubs. Right now, I can use this rowboat, but I'll actually get one later on in the game. Same movement keys as for walking and running. There's the information on it. They're not very fast, but they're your first boat. You'll actually get one through a quest. But the other boats you'll have to buy the plan and then actually build. Okay. Oh, and there's more geese over there. That one's diseased, so they didn't kill it. Alright, so grab my warrior over here. Well, there is a special named mob right there. Now you'll notice he's got a 1 star beside his name. That means he's a little bit tougher than normal mobs. Now, there are, right here beside this tree, there's a little plant. Right now it's a wind grass, so go ahead and pick that. Wait a few minutes for it to respawn. Windgrass is basically junk. You don't need it. That's how you get your larceny proficiency. By opening coin purses and things like that. Wait until that respawns. Because if it comes up as a wind flower, then we're in business. There is an altar over near the housing zone that I'm going to show you in a minute here. That if you have 3 different items from different areas of Falcorth, you take them to the altar, you've got to defeat a monster, and then you get a special thing from it. The thing in question is a clockwork cat for your house. Of course, he can't do it at his level, but the mob's a 1 or 2 star, if I remember right. It's a little tough for a level 7 to kill. Alright, it came back up as grass again, so we'll go ahead and pick the grass. But it will actually come up as a flower, and you'll see the flower if the wind flower comes up. So let's go jump back in our boat. Back when the game first came out, there were wild plants all over the place. I mean, there were trees and all sorts of other plants in here that you would be able to just walk around and harvest. Now they've only got certain plants that grow in the different zones. Oh, there was a wild growable right there. Clover. I don't remember what uses clover though. But there's more of it over here. This one's wilted. That one's good. Alright. Use the windstone to run faster. Alright. Turn that back in. Then what I'm going to do, so I don't have to run all the way back over to that village, is I'll just use this. was one rat tribe left. I left too soon.
When Taye passed into the sunset,
Forgot I gotta kill one more guy. So unfortunately, there's a 30-minute cooldown on the recall. But I've got stones there, so I'll be able to open up a portal and just teleport back. And that's another achievement. Alright, so done with that, and off we go. This is where they introduce housing. You don't see it right now, but I'm actually carrying a backpack of bricks. Walk up to the house, boom, boom, boom.
The wind god has clearly blessed you with speed. Well done, warrior.
If you go over to the market, we'll go to housing, go to Gilda. They have different types of houses that you can get here. This is with Gilda stars here. You can get the basic one for 15 Gilda stars. So that's not too bad. But then the bigger houses are a lot more. 1,000 for these. 800, 800, 800, 500. That's for Fellowship Plaza. Those are really good. If I find one, I'll show it to you. Tidal Bungalow is really good. It actually has a where you can turn in your fishing. When you've been sport fishing out in the ocean, you can turn those in there. Breezy Bungalow is also a nice one. That's basically a stilt house out on the water. Then it's got some sample houses for you to check out. Just gotta run inside here to complete this quest, blah blah blah. Now, they've also got for those of you who want to get into the crafting, they've got the different master crafting stations here, the regal stations. Whether it's an anvil, cooking, alchemy, handicrafting, carpentry, printing press, plate armor, leather armor, or cloth armor. They're all here. And once you get a certain level, you can use these gist beds. You gotta be at least level 10 to use them. 2 Gilda stars for 10 minutes of sleep will restore 100 labor. You can only do that every 22 hours. And here's a well to get your water from. And there's your first achievement for drawing water once. Gilda star. Twice. 3 times. 4 times. 5. 6. Need 10 to get the next achievement. 7. 8. 9. This one should be the one. Thirsty. Yep. Alright. So, ahead of us on the right over here is one of the housing zones. You've got a couple tree houses. This one and this one. There's another one off in the distance. These are really good for getting around quick. Oh, quicker than on foot. Sick. Dude wants me to eat his mount. But yeah, those are the houses. That's a stone slate mansion. And it is a mansion. But yeah, there's one of the tree houses. There's a farmhouse there. That's an upgraded farmhouse, a farmer's farmhouse. This right here, the silo, you actually have to build. What you do is you get a workstation from Mirage Island, one of the basic workstations, it doesn't matter which one, and you can upgrade it to become the silo. Which is good because you can store trade packs in the bottom of it down there, and then you can set your chests and workstations here, chest and workstations there, and more up on the top there. But they have all sorts of different houses that you can get. Of course, you can grow yadas to sell, or you can just... There's a chance when you're growing the yadas to get mounts from them, but the rest of the time you're just going to be... because there are a couple different types of yada mounts that have different abilities. But most of them are just going to be regular yadas for harvesting their cashmere. This is one of the public farms. If you go up to the public farm, it will actually give you a list of all the plants that you can grow at it. See? At this one, you can grow all these things, including goats, pigs, ducklings, different types of trees, different vegetables, different spices. But they're only protected for 72 hours. After 72 hours, anybody can harvest them. So this fruited apple tree over here, There's 1 day and 6 hours left on it, so after that, anybody can harvest it. Anybody can cut it down. Now there's a bunch of merchants, there are a bunch of workstations here. And this is the inn. I get my first set of armor here. At least half of it. Now when you see a little aspen tree like this, you can usually uproot it. Now, this one still has a name on it, so it's only been here a little bit. After 24 hours, the name drops off, and you can harvest it or uproot it without leaving footprints. You leave footprints, people can report your crimes, you get infamy points. Once you get 50, you go to trial. You become wanted. The next time you die, you go to trial. If your jury of players decides that you're guilty, you spend time in jail. If they decide you're innocent, you lose your infamy points. You get too many infamy points, you become a pirate. And anybody in your faction or the other faction can kill you. You become the third faction, which is the pirates. Need to kill one more rogue. And break somebody out of the cocoon. Grab the quest. Awaken the flower. Gotta do 3 flowers and 3 cocoons in total. And unfortunately, this is not one that you can overachieve. That's it. You're dead. Now, if you want to, you can kill one of these guys. It's up to you. You don't have a quest to do it. Now let's see if I can overachieve on this one. Yep, I can. Overachieved. There we go. Yeah, it's a good idea to walk next to campfires. Increase max health for 10 minutes. I like that. And as you can see, I have overachieved 2 quests. Choose which type of leather, cloth or leather armor. Later on you'll also have the choice of plate, but right now it's just cloth or leather. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and open these up. 3 pieces there, 3 pieces here. Now there's a chance that mobs will also drop armor, cloth, leather, or plate. So now I've got the leather buff plus a grand buff. So if you notice, all this armor is green, which is grand. You can upgrade those. But with the starting armor, you're really not going to take the time and money to upgrade it. If it was a higher level or higher ranking armor like your in-game armor, then yeah, you would want to level it up, but you're not going to be using this leather. You're not going to be using this armor for very long. So there's no need. So I'll throw some things in storage here. And I'm going to take a bit of a break, guys, so I will see you later. Have a good day.